Hey everybody, today we want you to understand the importance of fire safety, but we want to have fun while doing it. We're going to talk about a few things like the fire triangle, what to do in your home, smoke alarms, and carbon monoxide alarms. So today, come join us, have a great time. Let's go learn something. As you'll notice, this fire station is much like a residential home. It's one of our smaller stations, so let's take a peek inside. Come on in, Mr. Thompson. All right, guys, so much like your house, you can see this is much like a small home. We do have our smoke alarms installed just like you would in your house right here. And we're going to talk a little bit about smoke alarms and where they should be in your home. So as you can see, this is our common area in this room. You should have one in every common area and outside or inside of every sleeping area, just to make sure you're protected and in your home. So every month you should be testing these smoke alarms to make sure they work correctly. And if they don't work correctly, here in the city, we'll come out and install them for free and supply you with new ones. The ones that we install are just like this one here, and they're good for about 10 years, give or take, with a sealed battery so you don't have to change them at any time at your home. All right, well, follow me on over. I'll take a look at the kitchen. So this probably looks a lot like the kitchen in your home. The cabinets and everything, and we have a residential type stove, much like what you have in your house, maybe a gas stove, but this is an electric stove. And some things we want to mention, when you're cooking, you're at home, it's easy to be preoccupied by other things that are going on. Maybe the children are running around, maybe you've had a hard day at work and you're just trying to get a quick bite before you go to bed. Just keep in mind that we want you to stand by your pan, to stay in the kitchen and pay attention to what you're cooking. A grease fire can happen at any time, and they grow very fast in a very small amount of time. Now keep in mind that unattended cooking is the leading cause of fires within the home, not only here but nationally. So we want you to know, just be safe, stand by your pan, take very good safety precautions, and just know what you're doing before you go in the kitchen. If you have something else going on, if you have to help the kids with the homework or something, wait till those things are finished before you start cooking, because something can happen and happen fast. One thing that you may notice about this is, like we said, this is a residential style stove and cooktop. Here under the hood, I will pull down what we call an auto out fire suppression system. This is something that you can purchase on your own, and the fire department does supply them as well as needed, and they actually just go under your range hood. While they're there, if you were to have a small grease fire or something of that nature, it would ignite from the bottom and would drop a dry agent, much like a fire extinguisher, to help slow the spread of the fire. And actually, they're not very noticeable at all. So once you get them under there, it just keeps you safe, keeps the people in your house safe. And that's something I want to key in on. When you're at home, the safety is not just about yourself. It's about the people who come over to visit, maybe for the holidays or birthday parties. When you're cooking, it's easy to get sidetracked and get pulled away from what we're doing, but just stay focused and make sure you have a clean surface. You don't want to build up of anything, and just dispose of grease correctly. If you were to have a small grease fire, make sure you're covering it where you can remove part of the fire triangle, remove the oxygen, and a fire can exist. But at any time you feel like it's just too much for you to handle, just get out, contact 911, get to your meeting place. And here in the city, firefighters will be at your house within about 5 minutes or so to take care and mitigate the emergency that's taking place at that time. We talked about smoke alarms, we talked about the kitchen stove here, but it's another good time to talk about other hazards in your home. Are you heating with heating appliances? Do you have small heaters in your home? Just keep in mind that if you're using a space heater or any alternative source of heating in your home, that it is plugged directly into a wall outlet. Anytime you plug it into some type of extension cord, if the rating is not equivalent to what is needed for that item, then it could cause a fire. So we want to eliminate fire hazards and trip hazards and fall hazards. So if you don't have electrical extension cords ran through your home, not only are you alleviating trip hazards, but as well the fire hazard that is very present as well. And just keep in mind that if you're using anything else in your house to heat with other than electricity, say you're using a gas heater, you're using a natural wood burning fireplace, you need to make sure that you also have carbon monoxide alarms in your home. These carbon monoxide alarms help detect, something that's totally tasteless, has no odor, and it can't be seen. So without these alarms, you would not know if there was a true emergency until, unfortunately, it would be too late. So today, we've just wanted to take a minute to encourage you to be safe at home. Again, this is Station 16 over in the Cedar Creek community. And much like your home, this is a residential setting. It's only a few firefighters here at this station. So today we've covered exactly what to do while you're in the kitchen if you were to have a small fire, to have your auto outs. But most importantly, working smoke alarms save lives. As we keyed in earlier, your smoke alarm is important, but only if it's working. So make sure every month you're testing them to make sure they work correctly in your home, and they'll keep you and your family safe. Again, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you soon on the next one. Have a great day.